Eyes open.
I heard something. Down!
Oh, no, you don't! Run your way! Hey! Over here! Another down. To your left.
See.
Just like the good old days.
So, would you have killed that thief for taking our stuff?
Shh, Nimdut. Someone's up ahead.
Then run! Here they come! Run now!
I would have sent that thief on his way, without our blessed day supplies.
Then he would have died.
How do you know? We didn't.
I should be out there fighting. Don't leave me behind. Get down!
There's nowhere to go.
Come and get me! Well, that was fun. One moment.
Get ready. My money says our assassin's on the other side of that door.
So it is true. You're alive. You're truly alive.
Spoken like an assassin who's come.
But how... The whims of the gods are a mystery to us both. Stay your weapon, please. Hear me. Let me speak for Paradise. Then... Envoy. I killed you because the people of... Because it was not the ambassador's face that appeared to me in a dream, but yours. This was no ordinary dream. It was not imagination. It was... Your face was as clear in my mind as it appears to me now. You were standing under the sign. Your feet became roots and reached deep into the soil. Dreams, visions, they can be confusing things. I took the vision as a call to kill you in the hopes that I might stop Ardea from Yes. My life may be over, but I accept responsibility. I cannot imagine what the gods want for us, but you are at the center.
There's definitely something.
The only thing standing before us is a bunch of well-armed...
The gods aren't finished. You tell me. You have me cornered, but I will not hesitate to defend myself. Cowardice is not our way. My fate is in your hands. Your Inquisitor Lodwyn doesn't know the meaning. But if that is the fate you want for me, then it is the will of the gods that I stand trial for my crimes. I never thought I'd see the day when I surrendered to an Adheran.
If you give him to the Steel Groat, you might as well kill him now.
I will settle the last of my affairs and confess to the guards. With any luck. Farewell.
An ill wind. Steal justice. We learn.
That's sad. The Inquisitor's gonna...
You should have just killed him. He's as good as dead. One moment.
Don't bother going back the way you came. Between the pillars to the right of the stairs. That's your name. I suppose the gods were on your side, not ours.
What happens now?
Nothing happens. It's over.
We've come so far. We can't just surrender.
Kid, you're not hearing me. We're not fighters anymore. We're casualties.
I don't think I expected they would just turn themselves in.
Good news is the steel garrote will probably take care of killing them for us.
Dealing with the assassin should put us on Ludwig's good side, so there's that.
Great. Not sure which side I want to be on. I have some thoughts, Envoy. Let's talk about it at camp. Welcome to our shrine, Envoy. Hey, you get around me. You're supposed to check in before you can...
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Claviger Aemond allowed these interlopers off to us.
Tell me you brought good news. Oh, Envoy. And you brought a friend. Ambassador...
Always nice to meet an Adiran who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are full. Thank the gods. Finally, we can show these people. Inquisitor Ludwig will see that the guilty are made an example of. It'll be a lesson.
Why do I feel like Ludwig's lessons involve a riding crop and an Iron Maiden?
Impressive work, Envoy. Not only have you cheated death, but you humbled your own killer. From this day forth, no one will challenge us. Indeed. Not a mo. I'm sending you to Fior Messiverno, a community. The Animancers may have some knowledge of the Dream Scourge, or... Nor should you be. Animancers draw power from the spirit world. Their dark research can twist The Empire has no tolerance for animancers. And with animancers tinker on souls using clever inventions and ancient pillars. They want to change reality as we know it. Make us live longer. Or, for all I know, they might be onto something. So, if you have any further questions... Now, Governor Vidar, good hunting...
Hilgard. Why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced?
No, strangling light.
Is that, her?
Inquisitor Ludwig.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming up.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Adiran envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us in our...
As does yours. Let me deal with him, and I will get... I can't believe you trouble the Emperor to send an envoy.
Under the circumstances...
Silence! You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills, leaving the Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead. We will ship them in by the
Oh, gods!
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which the living lands is on the brink of total collapse. And you, our envoy, brought the killer to justice and Paradise.
You don't waste time, do you?
What say? I've been saying this all along. But his solution was to go over my head.
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be in...
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault by the Animancers cling to pride and tradition, even... You're right about the second. Clearly I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now, you are free to disagree with my methods. But as for you, envoy...
So it begins. I saw this in the Deadfire, too. I'm sorry, envoy. I don't envy your position.
She is going to be a problem. For your sake, let's hope it's... Put her out of your mind. The dreams... Oh, before I forget, Liviana gave you a clean bill of health. Fair warning, Animancers and Adirans don't mix well. Easier said than done.
They're a fun bunch. Crazy.
Wonderful.
Should you... Safe travels, I'm told.
We can head to the Eastern Gatehouse when you're ready to go to Fjord.
envoy. Ironic. Now,
Careful, he could be a messenger. Oh,
we have learned you are not a My compatriots have observed your judgment. We do not give second warnings.
look, Marius. If you ever want to talk about anything... You know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
Haze, mirrors. A life for a life. A dam broke. We feared for you, felt your wake.
Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth! Uluthen!
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
Looks like there's a note.
Whatever's grown over that Adra doesn't look natural.
Eggsworth and Roth! and Roth! And Roth! Eggsworth and Roth! And Roth! Seek! And Roth!
Something at birth. The ruins sleep in the field. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Planting seeds, your clarity of vision.
Just like the Strangle Road. Envoy, you gotta tell me your secret. The Envoy blacked out for a moment, and now the Audra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, she was looking none. That'd be my guess as well, though. Anyway, I thought you
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf.
Oh, one other thing. A desperate young man at your embassy asked me to deliver this to you. Apparently his expedition team has run into some... city. I reckon... Oh, and I wouldn't wait too long. Those caves have been unstable the last... Take care out there. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
You had to know that might happen. I mean...
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling...
Steel Garrote?
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Taking in the slack is one thing.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of...
Yeah, much as Liviana...
Are you listening to that? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little.
He means that with all due...
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own...
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if... Maybe we'll learn something.
Right, when it comes time to deal with animancers.
Most fun things are. I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valiant...
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All...
They're an eccentric. It turns out that academic...
You don't understand what they're messing with.
They've held it at bay until recent. Their ingenuity, but rumor has it some unnatural blight is just... We'll find out soon enough. There's something I've been putting off. An old friend, Tama. He passed. You won't regret it. Emerald Stairs love...
No matter what I tell you.
Hey, they love me.
Right. Maybe by the... I'd hope so.
You and I have quite the... That's the what... Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while.
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide...
Yeah. Who else?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're trying. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous...
Good to have you with us.
Right. Go to bed before you... You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
Oh, would you be a dear? Dear, and help with these forces, please.
Looks like she could use our help.
Nice job. Look up,
Don't get too hungry. More are on the way.
Eon Seek.
Let's see what you got. Time for a new weapon.
Eggsworth and Roth.
Let me catch my breath.
Would you be a dear and help with these forces, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's give her a hand.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
Eon Seek.
Hey! Over here! You're too late.
Is that behind you?
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on him? Barrett's balls. Just my luck. I really need...
Pretty sure that saying is Barrett's bells. Pretty sure.
But perhaps we don't need one. Oh, of course. Why would a priceless artifact be important? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Land long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins. The big ones, with spires that look... A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land actively trying to kill you. 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just... Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp. Now that I... There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower, and once you've got...
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 places that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Isoksa!
Another win, but who's counting?
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you? I'm heading home.
And Roth!
Show me what you got!
Everybody all right?
And Roth!
I've never seen Emerald stare.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and sharp. You are not safe with her. A thought, but the old scars do not lie. A storm from the same spark. Steer clear. Cull or tend.
Eckworth and Roth!
Arms up!
And Roth! Isaksa!
Come and get me!
Young Seeker!
That it?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the only monsters starving as well? Or are they sick?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules.
you showed up at a bad time.
Ah, the Emperor's... Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Group. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the Governor is quite... these... Valians. Good. Perhaps he will listen. Still, I think the Governor is too stuck. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be... We all have our part to play, until late.
Does settle mean something different outside of Solace?
Spirits are truly wonderful.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here. Oh my goodness. In that case, you're right on.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the...
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve... Very well. I hope you remember.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way. As you can see, I was just proving a point.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables.
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for First came the invasive species. Roots and mycelium growing overnight. The Dream Scourge has twisted our land.
There may still be time to reverse the damage.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand. Unfortunately, new experiments...
Once again, bureaucracy stands in...
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should...
How dare you!
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost.
While we argue among ourselves, the dream... Really? Well, Governor, looks like...
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't...
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. And under the circumstances, I don't have...
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forward...
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my...
Governor, this is unacceptable.
Don't bother, old man. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverna. Now limp back to... We should talk somewhere private. Meet...
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
If not for the overgrowth, you'd almost think you're in the Republics. I thought...
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor... I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be
You did...
I'm... Curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animate.
I wish I could take credit for...
Thanks, Ol. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. A good question, with a good... I have plans for this island, and...
Your parents would...
Anyway, listen to us babble. I never expected to see a Nadiran envoy here. We've got a lot... Likewise. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... Of course. When it comes to today, that changes. I hope so. Monto Pastor is Elia Rossel, and then there's Yvette and Remy. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you... We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my... Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a strong... We can't make something out of nothing. I could use a large single block of Atra, but... Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported... Indeed, but that well is almost dry. And Adragon's heart can... The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. You may be able to retrieve it without... So, you can understand why none of us went right. Still, Delamgon Queens can be reasoned with, so... If you want to get the heart... Do be careful.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about. Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
toil. The mundane. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. A hand of generosity, we feel them. What? Anita, the harvest grows. The dead set what has been broken. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? Punished, we peer through the murky water. Fire that burns the forest feeds. We have learned much.
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A god. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice. You know, the one with her. As you can see, this is my...
We can...
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But my revenants are special.
My idea of a well-behaved corpse is one that stays...
Now, Beatrice, she's being a... Would you be a dear and reach into... Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidal... He's a bigger fool than... Very well. I'll tell you, I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. There, Silvo is one of... Someone needs to put a poor fellow out to pasture.
Well, it's already dead.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Thank you for... You can...
So, we're killing a revenant then. She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
The great miss...
Remy, look what I found.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider.
I suppose we owe her a favor.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to feel.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the... So, you believe we need...
Oh, I thought of another. We all... Very optimistic. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant...
So, Giata wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Do you want the good news?
The Dream Scourge is...
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not.
How's that good?
Giata will be... Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild.
And like any... Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge...
Ah, of course. The idea is a bit high-minded. Adra acts like a pathway.
And the Dream Scourge is a plague.
So, just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to this... Now that we've researched them...
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she
dozed
needs
off
a new
there for a
research
bit.
partner.
Were any of
Or
those
maybe
words
a
the ones we
test
needed?
subject?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Aim where? Hey! Over here!
Glad that's over.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even the exotic plants and animals. There's something about the essence in the living. Precisely my point. There is something unique at that. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a god like it, toward what end? Only... Well, I'm happy. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for...
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that thing.
Oh, it's you.
Envoy.
Let's go. You're mine now.
Be on seek. And roll.
Who's ready for more?
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular
It seems like the readings are stronger by that tree.
And roll. Becksworth and Roth!
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up in an existing tree.
There. That's Tama's old house. Place feels different without it. So much here reminds me of Tama. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. Damn you, Tama. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it. All this time, and he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but... Would be if he just told me. And we knew each other for years. I trusted him. Sometimes I wish you weren't so damn perceptive. Did I tell him? I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the back. I was a chewed up piece of flotsam drifting to the living land. Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right. A coward. I let him down. He was... I can't ask him now, can I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to... That's probably... I appreciate...
Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth! Beyond Seek!
On your right! Armor weak here.
East of South! Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth!
My turn. Let me check. Hold on. Come and get me! I can.
Seek!
Thanks. Take him down.
And Roth! Take Worth and Roth! Take Worth and Roth! Seek!
Make way!
Quiet as this.
Let me catch my breath.
Isaksa! Be on seek!
Well done.
Be on seek!
Oh, you see that? Thanks, soldier. Another win, but who's counting?
Gone in minutes. Part of me loves seeing nature reclaim these ruins. Another part thinks nature needs to calm itself.
And roll!
You take this.
Look left!
Seek! Isoksa!
Back in the fight. On your right!
Seek!
You're not looking so good.